I'm actually curious to hear what another creator says.
Hello and welcome to my channel.
I've heard of this guy's name before, but I have no idea who he is.
I Win to Lose Gaming. So, Tectone's video on this topic actually popped up on my feed, and I actually think that it's about time that I address this issue as well.
Okay.
So, it's drama time.
Okay. Now, I will say this. I don't really think there's any way to have drama versus a multi-billion-dollar company. I think there's a way that a multi-million-dollar company is f***ing up, and then we just talk about it. I don't like dismissing this as just baseless drama.
I usually don't cover drama on my channel, and I also don't usually use my webcam. Hey, guys.
Am I crazy? I feel like it's everybody's wrong but me, man. Critiquing a multi-billion-dollar company is just not f***ing drama, bro. It's critiquing a multi-billion-dollar company.
For those of you guys who haven't seen my face, here it is. But I figured since I'm talking about drama, my face will at least help you, I don't know, improve that watch time as it gives you something to look at. Now, in the past, I have talked about Genshin Impact drama, in particular, actually revolving around Chinese New Year's and anniversary. So here we go again. If you can't tell from my voice, I'm still recovering from hand, foot, mouth, which my son got from daycare, and now he's fine, but my wife and I have gotten hit by it. So that's why I sound like this and also look like...
Bro, give the kid some food, bro, so he stops trying to eat himself. What the hell is that?
Crap, so yeah. So let's figure out what's going on first before I provide my opinion on all of this.
Okay.
Now, 5 days ago, this might seem unrelated, but I actually think it ends up contributing more than we would think, but Honkai Star Rail players got a completely free Dr. Ratio. Now, who's Dr. Ratio? He is a 5-star character, and no, he is not like Aloy, who, let's be real, is a 5-star in rarity only, not even name, but just rarity. Dr. Ratio is actually a very powerful character, and he is one of the best single-target DPS characters in Honkai Star Rail. And obviously, well, everyone got him completely for free. And this is important because Honkai Star Rail also happens to be a game by HoYoverse.
A lot of people will always ask the question, why do you compare Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact together? And that's because they're the same genre from the same company. They're both gacha games from HoYoverse. That's why. And you have to use one as leverage against the other to get improvement based on one game's treatment towards the others. People say, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Because you have to. You quite literally have to. It's the same way if you're brothers from the same mother and you say, well, Mike got this, so why can't I? It's a trick as old as time. It's what you have to do.
It's like Genshin Impact is. What about Genshin Impact? For Genshin Impact, the upcoming version 4.4, which also lines up with the Chinese New Year, we're going to be getting the usual free 4-star Liyue character selector with the also usual free 10 pull that we get on Chinese New Year's. Now, let's be honest, this is a bit of Stockholm Syndrome into us being okay with the amount of rewards that we get. But here we also have a timestamp provided by this commenter in Tectone's video.
同时，为了感谢旅行者们在过去1年里的支持与陪伴，我们还将通过游戏内邮件的方式为旅行者们奉上3个纠缠之源。纠缠之源。
Where HoYoverse announced 3 additional intertwined fates being mailed to us. Woohoo! So at the rate we're going, we'll get 5 additional intertwined fates when we hit Celestia for 1 additional intertwined fate per year. The main issue with this is that obviously this...
You know what that gets you guys? That gets you 1/60th of a guaranteed limited banner unit that you want. 1/60th to guarantee it. Look at that. That's great, right? Look at that. Yeah, 3 black tassels. Shit, bro, maybe even get a claymore. That's, dude, what about the fantastic tale of the 7 dragons, whatever that bullshit's called? I heard that shit's BIS on Barbara. That's pretty good, huh?
Message comes off as tone deaf. This would be like, thank you for being a loyal customer to our establishment for the past 3 years. And for your
here's a pen
loyalty, here is a coupon for 2.8% off your next purchase. And yes, I was actually very deliberate with that 2.8% number because it takes an average of, I think, 105-ish pulls to get a 5-star character. So that would equate to a 2.8% off discount.
Worst case scenario, 3 pulls out of 180. Oh, but guys, it's better than nothing, huh?
Now, let's be real here. If they hadn't even mentioned these 3 additional polls for, you know, being with them for a year or 3 entire years, they would have just been much better off. It's likely that the Genshin player base would just been like, okay, another Chinese New Year, another batch of the same rewards that we always get every single Chinese New Year's, which is just 10 polls and sometimes a free 4-star character that we get a selector for. But due to the tone-deaf nature of the 2.8 off % coupon, along with the other issues like, for example, the Genshin community's general unrest with the fact that the Honkai Star Rail community got the free Doctor Ratio, again, a top-tier 5-star meta character. So what has this resulted in? This has resulted in CN players being very upset. So what if CN players...
No, that resulted in CN players becoming upset and being encouraged to voice their opinions, and that resulted in EN players being outraged and then being told, shut up, you're being toxic. So let's just not leave that out, because that's very important to the context.
Players been doing, well, they have been mass unfollowing Genshin Impact's Douyin account, which is Chinese TikTok.
Yeah, Chinese TikTok.
And they've also been review bombing Genshin Impact on Bilibili with 1-star reviews. Now, this actually reminds me of the whole Zhongli fiasco, where Zhongli was released in a admittingly middling state, and Hoyoverse actually did take it quite seriously, and I think it got to such a boiling point in the CN community where Hoyoverse actually buffed Zhongli, like they adjusted his kit and made him stronger, which has been the only time that Hoyoverse has directly tampered with the character's kit, and not including like bug fixes and stuff, but just...
Which is insane how Dea is still in the state that she's in. It's also insane that older characters aren't getting buffed at all in order to keep up with current characters, unless they get lucky and they can enable Hyper Bloom, right? It's actually insane. Like, it is literally just like, if you pulled a character from back here, they are useless forever. It's disgusting.
Just literally went in and changed numbers and stuff for him to actually buff the character. So this could result in something similar where the CN community has reached such a boiling point, and all this backlash might lead to some actual change. But according to 𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧, in response to all this drama, the developer has reportedly issued an apology and has promised to work on improving the communication. They've also announced that they will readjust the rewards and provide additional compensation. Now, I do find the part where they specifically mentioned improving the communication
No, they won't.
to be interesting, because I think they realized the tone-deaf nature of it and how they would have been better off had they just literally not even mentioned the 3 intertwined fates. That's probably what they mean by improving the communication. But
and keep in mind, all these rewards will be going to China only, which means that EN global cucks are once again going to have to watch China get all of the good. Watch China be the only feedback that matters while we play the game and we get nothing. Isn't that great? Isn't that so fun? That's so cool. Because remember, guys, global doesn't matter.
But we'll have to see. We're going to have to see what the additional compensation is. And on top of all this, it appears that many CN players are also unfollowing companies that have been collaborating with Genshin Impact, for example, like KFC, Pizza Hut, and Hey!
And that is the best thing you can do. Hit them in their wallet, right? Because if other sponsors think about sponsoring Genshin and investing in Genshin, they'll think twice in case something like this happens again, and they don't want to risk losing their business, their business positivity. Very, very, very smart move to do. Now, randomly review bombing Arknights and Google Classroom, not a good move. Hitting them in their sponsors, that's actually insane. As long as when they get compensated, they adjust the reviews on KFC and Pizza Hut.
And guys, you guys should leave Hey! Out of this. You know, KFC and Pizza Hut, I understand. You know, it's American stuff, but Hey! Can we really do that to Boba?
Yeah, fuck America. That's crazy. What a crazy take.
Okay, so now let's be serious. So I'm going to talk about my opinion on this, what I think should happen, as well as just some thoughts about this drama that's been going on. Unfortunately, Genshin Impact has just reached this boiling point, especially with the CN community. Now, from the EN side of things, let's be real, I don't really think our voice matters too much.
And how does that make people feel when they say that? Like, do people like that shit? Why are they okay with that? Am I crazy? People say, oh yeah, our voice doesn't matter. Is what it is. Like, it is actually irritating that we have to be so loud until they understand us in a different language. And then we get CN community pissed off too. It's actually insane.
When it comes to, you know, how we really feel and our protests and stuff like this, I mean, I think we've gotten a few things done. Actually, I can't really name anything notable, but if some of you guys might know something we managed to achieve, do let us know down in the comments below. Now let's talk about my opinion.
The weapon banner, by the way, you're welcome. That's what we achieved. You're welcome. You remember that? When Tectone's video got posted on Billy of him losing the 50-50 like 7 or 10 times in a row? And then that outraged China, and then they changed it within 2 weeks? I remember that, but that's just me.
Now, I stated this.
It was 13? Okay.
Years ago with the first Chinese New Year's anniversary. I thought that they should have given us a free 5-star selector ticket from the standard banner. And nowadays, you know, the standard banner characters are getting a bit rusty, although we do have Daya to now choose from as a new character. But, you know, I don't know how people feel about that. That was just one idea, because a lot of games do provide, you know, some type of selector tickets or just some kind of bones they throw to the player base that's a bit more than the usual, like, oh, here's a few free 10 pulls. Not even enough 10 pulls to guarantee something that you want. Or even like an infinite reroll banner where you can just keep rerolling and you always get a 5-star from the standard banner. And then you just select one. You know, gacha games do this type of stuff all the time. So I was pretty disappointed, even though I'm a whale. I just buy everything that I want in this game, and everything to me is just a transaction, right? It doesn't affect my gameplay experience, but I do want to see, you know, Genshin Impact just be a little...
I mean, it does, right? Because then if you get rewarded more fairly, then you'll be able to spend less money. So it does. It's just, in your opinion, it's just not that much. But like, I don't think we're attempting to make Genshin Impact more viable for millionaires, you know? So like, you kind of got to worry about the little guys in the scenario. The broad demographic deserves to be rewarded, because not everybody has millions upon millions of dollars to spend on Genshin Impact.
A little bit more generous to its, you know, long-time player base. I mean, we have been here for 3 years now. And
the worst thing is, it's not just the compensation, it's also the content. The content is for new players only. And that's just pretty much it, right? When was the last time that veterans got a feature that was just for them? And then think about how many features we've gotten for only new players. It is actually absurd.
And getting one intertwined fate per year is extremely tone deaf, and it's the reason why it's reached the point that it has in the end. So in my opinion, this is also great that CN has kind of reached this boiling point, because we might actually see some change. Now, hopefully this doesn't result in anything too crazy going on. Like previously, Hoyoverse experienced some death threats and things like that. Just insane. Just don't do that stuff. Please just provide constructive feedback, criticism. You can boycott by not playing. You can unfollow, you can downvote things, you can ratio, whatever, right? Like, all this stuff is fine. That's how you utilize your powers as a consumer. As always, there's, you know, always some crazy people that will just go beyond the pale and do some ridiculous stuff.
I probably wouldn't worry about what crazy people do. People are going to go crazy over anything. I mean, let's be real. When Szechuan sauce came out of McDonald's, a guy dressed up as a pickle and was just shoving sauce up his asshole on the counter in front of customer employees, right? I mean, like, don't dismiss the actions of one as everybody, you know what I mean? So like, let's not worry about the crazies too much. If they do dumb shit, they do dumb shit. If they say dumb shit, they say dumb shit. But like, I mean, you know, it's kind of impossible to prevent that shit if it does happen.
Now, what about me? Am I going to change anything? I'm not going to be changing my behavior in any way, because I'm a content creator for Genshin Impact. You guys come to me to see guides on characters. There could be drama, there could be issues with Hoyoverse, there could be whatever things going on, but because you watch my content for consistent, reliable guides on characters, I'm still going to obviously provide those to you. This would kind of be like, I don't know, like Chick-fil-A not liking the way one of their farms treated their chickens.
But you just made a drama video, so you did do something. You did do something different, and to be honest, it did it really well.
And just not serving you chicken sandwiches.
The video performed well.
More out of boycotting.
People act like they can't do their guides as well as cover drama when it comes up. No. So once again, people can make guides and then talk about issues with the game when they come up. Okay. Once again, issues with the game is not drama. And I will die on that hill, bro. Call my ass soul. Okay. Talking about Zhongli needs a buff. Fucking Jing Liu's pretty weak. That's not drama. Like, that's legit just having a honest talk about the game. And also, here's the thing. Drama's not bad. And third of all, I don't know who villainized that shit so much in the Hoyoverse community, but like, good God, people hear the word drama and they come in their pants from fear. It's insane.
The chicken. You know, I still got to provide you guys the product that I provided you guys on my YouTube channel, which is Genshin Impact Guides. So yeah, hopefully this gives you guys some insight. Now, what are my expectations for what Hoyoverse could do? Honestly, the worst thing that they could possibly do is issue another tone deaf like compensation. Like, oh, 3 polls wasn't enough? Well, let's double that to make it 6 polls. I think for them to actually address this, they need to do something a little bit more creative. Perhaps
yeah, like put out a $20 glider. Yeah, take a $20 glider package and give it to us for free. Wow, dude, a whole glider.
The bare minimum would be like, I don't know, like another 4-star selector ticket from all the 4 stars. I think that would be like the bare minimum personally for it to not come off as tone deaf. But even then, you know, when you compare it to Honkai Star Rail's free 5-star character, it's pretty difficult to kind of come to terms with that.
I'm going to give a hot take. They could give everybody 50 pulls and it would not matter, right? Like to the amount of profit they would lose from that would be inconsequential. They are $1 billion company. Do you know how much a billion is? Like, do you know how much $1 billion, guys, $1 billion is 1,000 million. Do you get how much money that is? Imagine owning $1 million and then imagine owning $1 million 1,000 times. Is that not crazy? That's owning $1,000, right? 100,000 times. Okay. It's also not just $1 billion company. It's a multi-billion-dollar company.
So yeah, let's hope that Hoyoverse doesn't come out with another equally tone deaf compensation for this, and instead them to actually provide something meaningful and useful for us as players. And
I'll be real, even if I got a 4-star selector, I still think that's bullshit. 100%. Like, and the crazy thing is, people are gonna say it's so out or unreasonable to ask for, but like legit, just like give them a 5-star. Okay, give them 50 pulls. Like, bro, you can't pull the veil over my eyes. If you can give one game a free 5-star and it be S tier, you can give everybody a free Diluc. It's not that big of a deal. Legit. You can give everybody a free Nahida, right? You can give everybody a free Hu Tao. It's really not that insane to ask for. And the worst thing is how many people have brainwashed people into thinking that it is.
Genshin Impact, because ultimately, you know, me as a Genshin Impact content creator, I do want to see this game be even more successful than it already is. I want to see you guys be able to enjoy the game even more than you already do. And that means providing a better experience for the game from Hoyoverse directly via free stuff. If you guys have any ideas for how we can kind of provide cumulative and constructive feedback and criticism to Hoyoverse about the anniversary rewards, do let us know down in the comments below. Of course, thank you Tectone for bringing up the drama, a very reliable source of drama in pretty much the gacha gaming community.
I agree.
We have from him. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. This is 𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛, signing out.
I'm gonna keep it 100%. Do you know how happy that video made me? That is the whole reason why I made my video, was to inspire those who were worried to speak out and give their opinion. And did he not do it with such eloquence? He did it amazingly. He described the issue perfectly. He spoke very clear, played both sides. It was actually perfect. Never made a drama video before. Makes an issue or makes a video addressing the issues. Was perfect. This is a step in the right direction. 1,000,000%. And I win to lose. I'm gonna keep it 100%, man. You know, I'm not your dad. I don't know how old you are. But I'm proud as f to you, bro. Good for you. I don't know if that was uncomfortable or not, but I think what you did was so good for the community. Good shit, brother. Because your comments is in full support of you, man. Nobody's about drama. This is all good shit, and I think you killed it, bro. If you guys want to go subscribe to his channel, go for it. That's going to get more eyes on the issue, and that will hopefully force Hoyoverse's hand to give Genshin players the respect they deserve. Some of them, at least. But I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. The end of this video is so dumb.
Hello?
You think it's actually really fucking dumb? Tectone isn't entirely wrong. For a game that makes billions, literally billions, with probably over 1,300%. For every $1 spent developing the game, devs earn $14 back. The game is way too stingy. It's not even an excuse at this point, but hey, when you have non-competition, why would you care? Okay, true. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing.